Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls!
There are 4 steps to prepping your turkey, cooking your turkey, doing your turkey for Christmas or Thanksgiving or any other time of the year. So I'm not going to say you should make a distraction when you see an old lady with sage in her cart. Make a distraction and then have someone take the sage out of her cart, because here's the deal, she's old. Too full. She may not remember putting the sage in there and just think she didn't get it. She won't know it. But the other thing, she's old. And she's gonna know how to substitute something for sage.
That GC was licking the turkey on the table, but he did get a little whack-a-mole. Good morning, guys. Good morning, and a merry, merry, merry happy Christmas to you all. Now, you're not seeing this on Christmas unless you're seeing it next year on Christmas. You'll see this tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But as you can see, Rico's got a fire going on in the hot box of the HamRforge Beast. We got stuff going on here today. We got simple stuff going on, but nevertheless, it's going on. We're cooking a turkey today, or we're smoking it, but we're cooking it, I guess. And I'm going to show you a real simple way to do a turkey. We're going to stuff the inside of it with apples, oranges, and fresh herbs. We're going to put a little butter under the skin. We're going to wipe it down with an herb, butter, mayonnaise mixture. Pop it in here. It's 20-ish pounds, 13 to 15 minutes a pound. So what's that come out? 4 hours, 5 hours, something like that? I don't know. We'll figure that one out. We know I never get that right. If you haven't yet, do me a favor, because I appreciate y'all watching. Do me a favor and hit that subscription button. I don't know if button or whatever. I think there's one in the corner of the screen down here, a little pink thing that says subscribe, or go up to the channel part of it and hit subscribe, and next to that subscribe button you have a little bell, notification bell. Ring that thing, click it, and you'll get all my content, you know, as I put it out. But I do appreciate y'all giving Rico's Place a little look-see and also spending part of your day with me. That all being said, we're going to let the fire burn here in the hot box for about an hour and a half. Get a nice bed of coals. I'll throw some more. If I have some chunk charcoal, I'll throw some chunk charcoal on it. Otherwise, I'll throw a few more coals on it. Then we're going to throw some hickory wood, and we're going to smoke this bird with hickory wood today. I'm going to head on inside. I'm going to get the turkey all prepped. I'll take you with me. I'll show you what we're doing there. Bring it back out here, put it in the Beast, and we're ready, set, go.
So we're inside here, and I'm eating peanuts. We're going to do a real simple stuffing. We're not going to make the old, you know, the old days, your mom, maybe your grandma, maybe you, we'd make the dressing stuffing, we'd shove it up in the cavity, we'd shove it here. People don't do that anymore. I guess people were getting sick. Wasn't getting cooked all the way. But I don't care about that. No one in my family ever got sick. But we're going to do a different type of stuffing. You're not going to eat it. We're just stuffing the turkey to let some of the flavors get into the bird itself. And I do a real simple stuffing. I do oranges, apples, and onions. Now, if you don't have an herb garden, I haven't got one yet, or made one, or grow one, or grew one, or whatever you say. But if you haven't got one yet, you can buy fresh herbs at your grocery stores. And so I got today what I got sage, rosemary, thyme, and 2 rosemaries. Don't know what other one that one was supposed to be. Probably supposed to be basil, or I don't know what it will be. But anyway, we'll go with these 3. Those are okay. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to cut off. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm just going to cut off. And I'm going to plant this, so I'm going to keep it. The thyme. Anybody got the thyme? And the sage. In our family, a Mustang is the sage. These are juicy, juicy. Something I do. You don't have to do this, but instead of putting this bird up on its end and trying to put some salt, pepper, and stuff in there, I'm going to just salt and pepper the oranges and the apples. Take one of those off because I want to eat it. We're going to throw a little bit of olive oil on this just for the hell of it. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I just feel like that would be a good. Oh, you could already smell that the Tuscan oil with the fruit. It's pretty. Where the hell did I leave my little it's pretty aromatic. It's pretty good. All right, then we'd like to put an onion in there just for good measure. I'm not worried about taking the labels off. I'm not worried about skinning it because we're not going to eat it, and it'll all cook down. What I'm going to do now is just start throwing this stuff. Take some apples, some orange, and just start throwing it into the turkey. Kind of mix these all up and grab and stick it up in there. Now I don't have a little tie thing. I don't feel like looking for it, so what I'm going to try to do is to cut a little slip here in the fat, and we're going to see if we can go like that. But we might be able to go like this. Alright, that was easy. Cut up the stuff or whatever you're going to put in it, stuff it, tie the legs shut. You can get little twine, zip tie, not zip tie, but metal piece of wire, or just anything. The turkeys come with a little plastic jobber here that holds the legs in. You can leave that in and use that. I just pull that out. Okay? Step one is done. I freeze the butter because once you start handling it, it really gets soft, but I'm not going to I'm not going to worry about it today. I stuck it in the freezer for a little while, so it's kind of like how it would come right now, come like out of your fridge. And I'm just going to cut this into little chunks, and we're just going to we're going to try something a little different here today, I think. I've never done this before. But like we did the onions and oranges, and I'm going to take a little bit of this rub. I'm just going to put it on the butter. This kind of makes sense to me, but I don't know. Then we're just going to take this back and we're just going to throw it into underneath the skin. We're just going to kind of do that. I like how that does. All right, now I'm going to take a cube of butter that's been melted, and we're going to probably take half of it, and the other half we're gonna stick down here in the pan. Oh, the other thing you could have done, I guess, is you could have took some of those spices and just wrapped them around the turkey. I forgot to do that. Then we're gonna take a little mayo. My mom was a good cook, but she put mayo on a lot of stuff when they're baking, and so we're gonna take a couple, 3 of those. This is the yucky part. You could use a spoon if you want, but I'm just gonna mix this up by hand. If you have someone to help you, by all means get some help. Get this in his armpits, underneath the wings, underneath his, on his back, I guess that's what it would be. Okay. We're just gonna wipe it all over this bird. Whatever seasoning you want, but a good Italian just already pre-mixed at the store, or if Rico was selling spices, one of his spice rubs. And then the leftover, again, we're just gonna throw in the bottom of the pan. We're gonna go 15 pounds of turkey, 15 minutes per pound of turkey, and then we're going to put the oven, if I was going in the oven, 325, 330, 340, somewhere in between 325 and 350. So then, if we do the math, £20 turkey times 15 minutes equals 300 minutes divided by 60 minutes. We're looking at 5 hours on this guy, give or take. Now, the smoker might be a little longer, because the smoker, we may go a little lower. We may cook it at a 300 maybe, and just get it slow cooking and stuff. Or we might pump that up to 325, 350. I don't know. It depends on the atmosphere, the weather, and the smoker. Let's I'll meet you guys out at the HamRforge Beast, and we'll put this guy in the smoker. Oh, what we'll also be doing when we get out there, instead of a water pan, I'm going to just put some beers, 3 or 4 beers in the bottom of this, and that's what we'll baste it with when we baste. I'm not sure if I'm going to spritz. I'll probably baste. I might spritz. Got a good bed of coals going on there. We're gonna let this temp come up a little bit, and then we're gonna throw some what kind of wood? Hickory on it. Woo! It's almost time for a change of beverages, I think. Maybe I'll do that on the next check. Being good. All right, let's take a look. It's been on probably an hour and 20 minutes, I think. So 3. Hey, get down, cat. You already got hips. Let's do the first check. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cover this up in foil. Try to keep it from getting really dark. Because a lot of times when you smoke poultry, for some reason the smokers make it dark. Now I haven't had that issue with the HamRforge Beast yet, but I'm not taking any chance. I'd like for this to keep looking pretty. And this hey guys, I'm back. This has been, I think, a pretty good success. I screwed up a little bit on the times, but I was pretty diligent every 30 minutes checking it and throwing a piece of wood on, doing what you're supposed to do. So I'm hoping it turned out. It's either been on
5 hours or 6 hours. I'm not real sure. But let's take a little gander at it and see what we got going on. Let's do a last basting before we take it in. All right, this turkey looks pretty good. Oh, mother may I, that frickin' is hot and heavy, but we got it out of there. Thank God. So now we're gonna head into step 4. We're gonna let it rest and then we're gonna slice it up. Kind of funny, it's so cold outside that when I went out with my Diet Coke, the glass all iced up and it has ice all over. It's pretty cool. Anyhow, this turned out really good. Yeah. Really good. I'm gonna cover this, I'm gonna let it rest. This was, oh my God, this was a good success. I think I got the beast dialed in a little bit, at least for today I did. If I was sitting out there with it, this could have been really good. But the checking it every 30 minutes on the 30 minute, I think that could be the key. And you all know me, I don't do that. I come in, sit down, and go to sleep, or go to town, or whatever. But this was good. That's all I got for you tonight, guys. It is Rico, the tie-dye cowboy, wishing you and your family well. Keep on cooking, grilling, and smoking, my friends. Salute.